My name is Chelsea and I am the instructional technology coach for a school district in rural Alaska. Today we are going to be talking about Google Meet, but before we do so, I've had a lot of friends in the lower 48 ask me, Chelsea, why are you still wearing sweaters? And while most of you guys are on spring break right now, we are almost at above freezing temperatures in the interior of Alaska, which is really sad coming from South Georgia, but also really exciting. So hopefully I will not be wearing sweaters for much longer. So today is all about how to run a successful Google Meet for your students. First, it's really important to take care of a few housekeeping things and set some rules for your students. And first, most important thing being muting the microphones. This is important for many reasons because if students don't mute their microphones, sometimes their background noise can kind of take over other classmates, or you may hear them type on the keyboard and just some unnecessary noise. And then at the same time, not everybody has great bandwidth, and if we keep our audio streaming and our visual streaming nonstop, it might create a lag. So when we're having people mute their microphones while they are not speaking, it eliminates all that background noise, which could cause distraction, and then it also helps improve the flow of your meeting. Second tip for running a successful Google Meet is using nonverbal cues. When you ask a question and people are using their mics to respond, the time that it takes to unmute and then speak, there's a big lag, so sometimes people are talking over one another or it just becomes chaos. So nonverbal cues helps solve that. So I love to use thumbs up right here or thumbs down. You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I can't hear you, you can say speak louder, all things that kind of cuts down on the chaos of everybody answering verbally all the time for things that can be easily expressed through visual. Third is use and monitor the chat feature. I have found that students love talking in the chat, which could be awesome if you set expectations on how you want them to use the chat, and it could be also very distracting if you don't set those parameters. So make sure if you use the chat, use it to your advantage and give your students some expectations so you can have some rich, meaningful conversations instead of an example of what this looks like below. Fourth is increase your wait time. So in my school district, our schools are remotely located, so we do rely on video chat a lot. And coming from a traditional classroom into the digital classroom, something I struggled with the most was allowing a lot of wait time or enough wait time. I would ask a question, use the same amount of wait time that I would in a classroom, and then immediately jump in. In a virtual environment, you do need to allocate more wait time because of that lag between computers. Not everybody has the same bandwidth, so it might take a little bit longer for people to A, get the message, B, think about it, and then C, take time to respond. So give yourself more wait time. Give your students more wait time. The fifth tip that I have is protect your students' privacy. It is really cool that we're switching to this online environment. It's fun being on Google Meet with your students, but please do not take pictures of your students to protect their privacy and FERPA regulations. Also, I've seen people take pictures and then emoji out the faces. That's a really great step to still have your pictures out there, but keep in mind on Google Meet, it not only has their image, but their name as well, and we need to make sure that we're protecting both of those things. So if you still decide to take pictures and you emoji out their face, please make sure you use some sort of Photoshop tool to get out their name as well. Or just be in the moment and enjoy this experience with your students and don't even worry about taking pictures in the first place. For a little bonus, in my school district, we are doing virtual workout days, and I am the host of a cardio class. It's called Cardio with Chelsea. So I am getting up in front of my computer and hosting a workout and demonstrating all of the moves, and I have been really annoyed with how tiny my picture is on the Google Meet screen, because not only do I want to see my participants, I want to see where I'm located on the screen to get an idea of what everybody else is seeing. And it is so tiny. So a way that I've combated that, and something that I absolutely love, is the Google Chrome extension called Grid View, which allows me to see a larger picture of myself, and then it also allows me to see everybody else in the chat, or in the Google Meet, excuse me, which is really exciting. So right here on your screen, you're going to see a link to download that to your browser, to your Google Meet, so you can experience that Brady Bunch or that grid view like everybody else. And I hope you enjoy that. Google Meet has been a great tool to use to connect with your students. I really have enjoyed connecting with my students and just talking about their day, talking about their favorite things, seeing their pets in the background, all of that good stuff. So use it to your advantage, and then I hope that you find one of these tips helpful to make it run more smooth in your classroom. If you have a tip that you are using that I did not mention, please drop it in the comments, share, like this post, and subscribe so we can collaborate together in the future. Thanks, guys.